All right, last epic on UK, and then I'll get around to grab some of the rares. So this looks like a shark type body, and we've got this one here that looks like it would be like an attack shark, but I mean it's showing bait preferences. It's showing all water depths like a normal shark would be, but all of these fish right here you can catch with the shiner on bottom, I think. So these are 4 new fish. So I'm just going to go shiner on bottom and try to pull out some of these other fish while we're going for the epic. Like I said, looks like a shark. This looks like it would be an attack shark, though, which would not normally have bait or lure preferences. So we're going to be fishing shiner on bottom, and we're just going to take what we get and hopefully get this one quickly. And then I'll go back and do videos for the other rares. So I've already got the shiner on. I'm going to go ahead and use a firework. I know on Europe they didn't work right off the bat. So here we go. Barf. Boring. I was hoping at least be one of the new fish. I like those wispy little clouds moving around over there. Surprising low amount of bites with how many fish prefer the shiner on bottom. I might have to start saying here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Look, see? It works. Even more fun if it's the epic we're after. Sometimes it's hard to tell with those body types. It could be a tiny, tiny fish just because it has like that shark shape. There are fish who have that body. They're really, really small. Feel like I'm going to be catching a bunch of those. That didn't go anywhere near where I threw it. Just that one set. I already cast out of that one. Nope. I would just be happy to get a fish that runs when I hook it, so I feel like I've got something different. Goodness. So I don't think that wasn't even the fish under those bubbles, unless another fish spawned right where those bubbles were. Oh gosh, that could be like that was like a delayed bite, which sometimes you'll get, and that could be a good indicator. About a 2-second delay. Sometimes you will get that for a fish that's green for a bait on bottom. I don't want to pass up on it and end up being the fish, and I never end up attempting to catch it because of that little delay. I've had that happen before. Frustrating. You fish about 40 minutes and convince the fish doesn't exist because you never set the hook on that little delayed fish. Oh. Oh. No, I know this is not a fish. Looks like another bream. Yep. Now I can't remember if I fished these bubbles here. I can't believe we haven't caught one of those other new fish that are shiner on bottom. It also takes the crawfish on bottom, and there might be fewer distractor fish with the crawfish. Oh my goodness. Take a look at this fish board again. Shiner, bottom. Shiner, bottom. Shiner, bottom. Shiner, bottom. And of course, the black sea bream takes the crawfish. So switching to the crawfish I don't think would do us any good, really. Guess we'll just keep shinering on bottom. I don't know if it's been 10 minutes or not. Yeah, see, that didn't refresh the board, which makes me think that the firework might not be working. I don't know. But I do think it's kind of odd that we haven't caught any of those new fish. Bubbles are gone, but I think they're right about in there somewhere. A little closer. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay. I was looking the other way. Ballinrassi. I really like this fish from beta, but I bet that was a delay. Yep, it is not a shiner. It was a bit of a delay there. I got those bubbles. That I was correct on those. And I think this is taking me longer than that middle water fish. Might have just been short on that. And then all my bubbles went away quickly. I know there's a fish down there. Just gonna, oh, there's bubbles. They're coming back. I was gonna try to get a refresh on the bubbles. A little short. Wow, that worked out. Cast way left. There was a fish there with bubbles. Bubbles here. think this is it. SpurDog. That is a fun looking fish. Look at that. Pretty fish. All right. So that was shiner on bottom. You're just going to have to fish it out. It did not run on the hook set. So best of luck and happy hunting out there on this one.